Hello, friends. We are here for a quick discussion about cold and flu season because it is right around the corner. And I mean, it's mid-October right now, and we are in the sugariest season of the year, headed even more into it. And it's also cold and flu season. Funny connection there. So we're going to talk more about that. Chelsea and I, between the two of us, have 9 kids. So we have seen a thing or two when it comes to kids' wellness, especially this time of year, and how one kid gets sick and then everybody gets sick. And antibiotics are the norm in the average family, lots of antibiotics. And Chelsea and I were just having a discussion the other day. And Chelsea, you have to tell them your story about antibiotics.
Yeah. So out of our 5 kids, we've had 0 antibiotics needed for sickness over the years. And that's a combination of the things we're going to share today to help keep them from getting sick and passing it around, but also when they do get sick, giving their bodies what they need so that they can do what they're meant to do. So we're pretty excited that that is the case for us.
Yes, absolutely. And so we're going to share some like natural tips, like this is how you do it. But then also we're going to share these products that have really made the difference for us, which are Shaklee products that we've been using for 10 years, a little less for Chelsea, a little more for me, but about 10 years between the two of us. And it's been rare that I've seen sickness and antibiotics in our family as well. And we are so grateful. So we want to help you have that same gift for your family. So we're going to share our top 5 must-have winter products for cold and flu season. So yeah, Chelsea, take it away.
Yeah, well, we wanted to start with the easy and free because these are things that you probably already know. I mean, we all know eat well, cut down on sugar, drink more water, daily movement and rest, but do we know why? I've been looking at some different studies on sugar, and the thing that has really helped me over the years is to understand that when we consume sugar, it negatively impacts our body's ability to fight off foreign invaders. And so, depending on how much sugar we're having, depends on how long it's going to suppress our immune system or our immune response. And just knowing that alone has really helped us to not necessarily cut out sugar completely, but to just be more aware of the choices that we're making and why we're doing those and those kinds of things. So there are things that we can do that are free that really do help us build our health for sure.
Absolutely. And we will say we are real life moms. Like we're still celebrating Halloween. We're still going to have
Yep.
some Christmas cookies, right? But it's just a matter of like being aware of these things that we can do. And really even trying to take all sugar away from kids, like that would just be inhumane, right? But we'll do our best. And so that's also why we have these products, because it's really nice because most kids aren't always great about eating well and all the things, right? So here's our first product that we want to share, and that is the Optiflora probiotic from Shaklee. And probiotics are really trendy on the market. You'll hear a lot about yogurts and then other supplement companies have probiotics. But here's the interesting thing: the reason why they're trendy is they should be. 80% of your immune system is in your gut, but it's actually in the lowest part of your intestine. And unfortunately, most probiotics that are out there never reach the lowest part of your intestine. They only reach the top, and then they dissolve in the harshness of stomach acid. The yogurt, same thing. And so Shaklee scientists, this is why I trust Shaklee so much, because they did the research and they designed their products to dissolve in the right place of your body at the right time. All of their products are this way. Specifically, the probiotic has a first coating that dissolves in the stomach, second coating in upper intestine, and by the time it fully dissolves, it is in your lowest intestine. And so for our family, we have hardly had any antibiotics, but when we do, we take extra probiotics. But this is also something we just take every day. Even for my babies, when they were little, I'd put it in their applesauce, put it in their yogurt. And it's so easy to swallow. It comes in a couple different kinds. So just ask the person who shared this with you, which one is the best fit for you. So the probiotic, everybody in our family gets it every day, no matter what. All right, Chelsea.
Same here, Alyssa. Yeah, same for us. We're all taking those probiotics as well. So the next one we want to talk about is meowology kids. And, I don't know if you've ever found yourself standing in the vitamin aisle, especially, for the kids options and just not knowing what to trust or what to use, what's the best. And most people don't know that the FDA does very little testing when it comes to supplements. And a lot of times the FDA only steps in when there is a number of problems occurring with one product. And so it's really, really important to know your brand, especially when it's something that you're giving to your kids. And I know we all give our kids vitamins for different reasons, but bottom line is we want to help them fill gaps because we know our kids can be a little bit pickier. They're not eating as much of a variety. Not to mention our food is just not as nutritious as it was years ago because of, time that it's traveling from fields to stores and then we're buying it and preparing it and all those things. So we love and use Meology Kids because first of all, our kids ask for it every day. Like even my 2-year-old, he asks for his kid vitamins and that makes me feel good because he enjoys them. But I enjoy them because I know he's getting his essential nutrients in there. He's getting especially those essentials. And he's also getting DHA and EPA, which is essential for brain health and development. And because we talked about sugar already and we know what it does to our bodies, we don't want something good that we're putting in our bodies to do damage with lots of extra sugar. So these only have 3 grams per serving, which is like eating 3 strawberries, which our kids love strawberries too. But they're delicious. And I will say sometimes I have a few myself just because they do taste so good.
Me too.
But right.
Yep.
But we just know that we can trust these and they've worked really, really well for all of our kids, especially our older kids too, who are stepping into their own nutrition. They can go get these themselves, they can open them up, they can take them. And so they're kind of stepping into that ownership of their own health as they're getting older as well.
Absolutely.
So that's been a pretty cool thing.
Yeah. Well, and even that taking ownership, I love that they can personalize their packs. They can personalize what character they put on it, their names on it. My kids have sometimes like to give themselves superhero names on there. But it's fun. It's a fun way to take supplements. And I know you mentioned that thing about sugar. I saw a graphic recently talking about how much sugar is in the average kid's vitamin. And so this once again comes down to knowing you have a quality brand. Like my kids are going to want to eat sugar in other places. Let the vitamin do something good for them. Right. So,
right.
Yeah. Okay, so number 3 product for cold and flu season, but this is also an everyday thing, just like Meology and just like the probiotics, is the Life Shake. But it's really good for your immune system. And so my mentor, who's been using the products for 40 years, I remember one time told me that when he's sick, he really tries to have more of our Life Shake. And I was like, really? Like Life Shake, I think of that for like bodybuilders or people are trying to lose weight, like when you're sick. And he said, yeah, like every step in the body's immunity battle requires amino acids. And amino acids come from protein. It comes from eggs and meat and those things. And usually when I'm sick, I am not eating those things, but I can definitely get down these plant-based protein shakes. And it's also easier on your body to digest. Plus, it has less cholesterol, less fat than those things. So this is something my kids have every day, rather than just a bowl of cereal that is a carb and going to make them hungry in a couple hours. They start their day with oatmeal and the Life Shake. But then we double up on it during cold and flu season. So we love Life Shake. It's great for parents, great for adults, or great for kids. Nothing weird or scary in it that you have to worry about with your kids having it. And it tastes amazing.
Yep, our kids all have it every day too. And Ruth and Bo also ask for that each day. It's more like demanding at this point when they wake up. But the fourth one we want to talk about is vitamin C. And a lot of people don't know our bodies can't make or store vitamin C in our bodies. And it's essential in the immune support process for how our immune systems respond and communicate and all that stuff. So it's really important that we're getting a good quality supplement of vitamin C. And I've seen like different pictures of comparisons to other vitamin C's compared to Shaklee's. And the quality is just beyond comparison because vitamin C can be very cheap to make and synthetic is also even cheaper. So it's always important to understand that Shaklee uses the beyond organic ingredients and there's over 100,000 quality tests per year. So you're getting exactly what's in the bottle and what it says is in the bottle. And you can just have that confidence that it is not contaminated with any kind of pesticides, residues, or heavy metals. And bonus, this month with any 150 order, it is free as kind of a salute to immune health this time of year for sure. But we love these. They taste delicious. They have like this lemon creamy taste. And we also have an adult sustained version, which is like a 12-hour release, which helps because we can't store it or make it. It helps us to have that continual supply of the vitamin C. So I just love the science behind it and always that quality.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I take that adult one. If I'm fighting something, I try to take the adult one, like a second dose right before I go to bed, because I know it's going to dissolve while I'm sleeping. Right. But yeah, for kids that maybe can't swallow, this is where the chewable is really nice, and it does taste good, which is important. So if you're watching this in October, this is a promo for this month. But you know, if you're watching this any other time, there's usually some sort of promo happening at 150. So just ask the person who shared this video with you. So, but yeah, vitamin C is huge, and knowing it is quality is also so huge. I see those things on 2020 every once in a while where they look at like what's written on a bottle and then actually test the vitamin and find it's not actually like hardly any or not at all actually in the bottle. That's crazy. It's crazy to me that FDA doesn't test this more. But all the more reason that if you feel like you've taken vitamin C before and you're like, it doesn't really work, maybe you didn't really take vitamin C. That's what I often tell people. So it's just so important for cold.
Or maybe it had fillers and yucky stuff in there like sand and sawdust that you didn't want.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. So true and sad and crazy. So okay, well, the last product we want to share with you is Defend and Resist. And this is an Echinacea and elderberry blend. And this is one that we don't take every day. We only really take it as soon as we start to feel that itch and scratchiness in our throat when we know like sickness is coming. We like make the fighter cells ramp up to fight off the sickness. So actually earlier this week, I wasn't feeling great. My kids have had some runny noses. And so I was like, oh boy. And so I took a bunch of this and I'm feeling great now. I've also tried to eat well too. My kids, not as great. We're working on that, but yeah, like it really does work. So it's great for moms and dads, and you know, it's perfect if you can swallow it. But if your kids can't swallow, I have crushed it up with a mortar and pestle, put it in applesauce before, and so it works and it's great. And there's ways you can help your kids take it too. So yeah, that's our 5 products. Chelsea, you can take it away from here. Review us on our 5 products. Yeah.
So just as just a highlight reminder reel here, the top 5 were the probiotics, the Meology Kids, the Life Shake, vitamin C, and Defend and Resist. And we love these as a foundation for every kid because they're filling gaps. They're going to have good ingredients in their bodies so that their bodies can do what they need to do. And then also have options when they need to ramp up the troops in their body. These have made a huge difference for us. And Alyssa, if it's okay, I just wanted to share a little bit about my story. Because, I mean, for people who don't know, I had 3 kids in 3 years, and I have 5 now, but they weren't all in 5 years. For my first 3, you know, we got into this pattern of one kid would get sick and then start to get better, and then another kid would get the same thing and then start to get better, and then the next kid would get the same thing, and then eventually I would get it. And before you know it, we were out of, you know, our favorite activities like church for like months. It was just ridiculous, and I was so frustrated. And I knew nothing about nutrition or supplements outside of the Flintstones, I think, that I took as a kid. But other than that, I didn't really know anything about this. And I know Alyssa and I had conversations about this, and she was telling me what she used for her kids. And so I said, yeah, I want a bottle of those kids' vitamins, and I need some cleaners that are safe to use that also kill germs. and that's what I got started with. And I have learned so much over the last, almost 10 years now, I guess, just about kids' nutrition. But that's where this passion comes from, is because we've seen such a difference. I already shared that our kids have had no antibiotics among them. And I mean, that's a big deal. So that means we're not spending time at the doctor. We're not wasting money on sick time or just, you know, things to do while we're at home sick, because we don't have to deal with that anymore. But I've also been able to build a business over the years because I am so passionate about it, and just helping other moms get off the sick cycle with their kids, and know that there are things like these 5 products we just shared that make a huge difference in just reducing the amount of times that we get sick. And then when we do get sick, because we can't avoid everything, but when we do get sick, empowering other moms to have things like Defend and Resist to fight off whatever it is that is trying to get us down. And if it doesn't completely stop it in its tracks, it, you know, will lessen symptoms and time sick. And it's been so amazing to see my kids' bodies work when they're given the nutrients that they need to do the jobs that they need to do. Like my kids know now, take your stuff and then go take a nap. And it's amazing to see what that combination, such a simple combination, will do for them. And they'll wake up feeling so much better. And I just get the joy now to share that with other people. while we're still using that for our kids. So, and our kids are starting to share with other people as well, which is, really cool that we get to do a business like this. And I've been able to replace my income because of that. And so it all started from knowing nothing about nutrition and nothing about business. And thankfully, I've had great mentors like Alyssa and others that have helped me learn and grow and be able to empower others with the same tools and tips and solutions that we have here.
Yay.
So, yeah.
Thanks for sharing, my friend. So yeah, feel free to reach out to the person who shared this video with you to talk about those top 5 products. Or if you want to save a little money, make a little money, grow in your health, grow in income. I mean, Chelsea and I both replaced our income, but we've helped lots of other people just have side incomes coming in, which so many people are very happy with. So, but also a healthier world, healthier moms and dads, healthier kids is what we're working towards. So thanks for taking time to watch this video, and we hope that you are encouraged in your health today. Take care, friends.